I'm Kathleen Hennessey, and I'm the owner of Peaceworks Coaching. And we do primarily parent and family coaching in various forms, teaching parenting courses and supporting families who are really struggling to families who just want to be the best moms and dads they can be, which is most of us who have children. So like I said, we came to Switzerland, Casey and I, in 1993, and worked for this job, working in a school for 18 years, a very cool school. We hadn't really thought about it. We figured we would stay there until we died. That's what I told my students. So, but things turned out a little bit differently. And I saw this picture when I was sick and in the midst of this burnout and was going to go back there because we lived there. I saw myself walking back into the house where we lived, but it was like Alice in Wonderland. I was much bigger than the door, and in order to get through the door, I had to make myself really tiny. And I thought, no, I can't do that to myself. I will get sick, very, very sick, and I won't be able to work or die before I want to. So I took that risk, but then I didn't, and then I was on unemployment. And was looking for jobs as a social worker in Switzerland. I had never planned on being away from the school. I had not prepared myself in any way for this. I did speak German, but I still working in a very different environment. So I'm unemployed and sending out application after application after application. I could not remember exactly how we met, but I heard I think I signed up for
I think you got my bonus.
Yeah.
Bonus for a teleclass.
Yeah, and then and also had a discovery session with you, I think.
Yeah.
And it was really the tapping that attracted me because I knew that I had abilities, but my mindset was not there at all. So it was really the tapping, and also Kate. I felt that I really felt I was starting at zero, and it was Kate being able to meet me at zero. I thought, I can't work with this coach. I mean, she's going to want to take me into the stratosphere, and I'm going to have her on training wheels. And but she could meet me with training wheels and ride her little bike next to mine, and keep urging me forward and take off the training wheels. And that is what impressed me, because I was scared about working with a coach for that, and was scared about investing this money that I didn't have. And so I don't even know how many months. Anyway, I was still on unemployment, and last summer I had 2 clients who hardly paid anything, and I was literally walking to the office to re-sign up for the unemployment benefits and report where my standing was at that date. And on the way to the office, I got a phone call offering me a sizable contract with social services. I love working with social services. And in a very interesting case. And I said yes, and then I went to the unemployment office and said, I just came to sign out. So give me some paper that I can sign out, and I don't know if I called you. And anyway, that was that was last first week of August 2013 when I signed up with unemployment, and then was earning enough so that now I'm averaging 8,000 a month, Swiss francs, which is more dollars now, and now I've gotten used to that, so I just want it to be more.
Let's just honor you. So I don't know if you heard, she went from 0, and then from our work together, she went from 0 to $8,000 a month. Your wildest dreams?
No.
That you'd ever be at 8,000?
No.
And now, and see how I talked about comfort? You get comfort, so you kind of normalize. So now she's at averaging 8,000 a month, and she's ready to take it back up.
Yeah. And that, well, we laugh a lot on the call as well, and just tap on all kinds of different things, but, and Kate's a pushy broad. It's not just eating cupcakes with her. So I had to be pushed, because I want to make more phone calls, and so being pushed to do different things, but a lot of things where I just wouldn't have had any idea to do it. Or what's a VA? I thought it was Veterans Administration. That's what VA means to me, so I didn't know what a VA was. I didn't know what these words meant. I thought I spoke English, but it was a different world. And so it really was this blend of training wheels and being pushed that I needed. And also, Kate's mind is very quick and creative, and so I was talking about, well, I've been invited to do this talk, and I'm not sure what to call it, and then Kate just spontaneously says, she said, well, what do your parents say? I said, my kids never listen to me, and so we just came up with spontaneously together, well, how to get your kids to listen without repeating yourself 20 times, and people just started signing up for that talk. So it was also this kind of effect of when you get it and it's on, it's just on, and then it flows. So, but yeah, not always easy. And if Kate weren't there pushing me, I probably wouldn't have done half of it. I wouldn't have known to do it. So, thank you, Kate.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. And you've also had amazing workshops. I remember you were doing them, and can you talk a little bit about your attendance has really risen, and you're getting out and you've created some joint partnerships with people for workshops?
Yeah, I've been invited by a few different schools, daycares in Switzerland, nanny and babysitter services, and where they've asked me to come and give a talk, and that was a talk, how to get your kids to listen, and then I don't know if I can tell you this, the one I did in June in Zurich, then the owner of the service called me back. She said, I really love you so much. I never have had a repeat speaker, and they all want you to come back next year. So let's talk about when and what topic. And then the workshops have gone, so these talks, two talks had over 20 people paying, and the next one had over 40 people, and I got paid to give the talk. So, and then those have turned into workshops.
Can you just say your numbers again? You had 40 people who paid?
No, I got paid for that one. The first two got 23 people paying.
Yeah.
And then it went to 43 people, and I got paid by the organization. And then we agreed that I could plug my workshop, and then the workshop got 12 people out of that. And also working with Kate got to, I needed to work a lot on the talk because I was giving away too much in the talk. And I was giving tools right away in the talk, so I really changed the content of the talk to not give away so many tools. And sure enough, people came up afterwards and said, I love what you said, I love the whole idea of the approach, and it was really great. And so interestingly, even though I didn't give as many specific concrete tools, they seemed to get much more that I was talking about a whole different mindset of being with children. How does that work? There were things about it that were counterintuitive. So I had to kind of trust Kate, which I didn't really, but okay, I'll try this, because she said, and then she was right again, I think that, but, yeah, so there are a lot of things that were, for me, counterintuitive and not how things I knew worked, but then they would work, so. And then it kept going, and then the confidence grows, and just also the competence grows. So, yeah, so it's been a fun ride mostly.
And you've also learned to upsell, which is something you never did before.
No.
Do you want to just talk a little bit about that?
You mean like
We
when
did
you talk to the workshop?
Yeah, we did your workshop.
Yeah. Well, that was some of the last talk I did was because I didn't give away as many tools that I'm trying to remember exactly how I did that. I gave, once I committed the cardinal sin, I was raised Catholic, so I'm thinking cardinal sins. I committed the cardinal sin of offering a discount, and Kate almost took out my tongue. I had to swear in blood that I would never use the word discount again. I'm only allowed to say special program, delicious offer, and things like that. So but then that did work again, and so I got, out of these 43 people who attended the talk, 12 signed up for the workshop, which was just a week later. So that was offering, and also teaching me things like what Entreport just did. The offer is only good today. After that, it goes up, and things like that. And these things, I literally had to force myself to say them. It felt wrong in my mouth. It is not. In some ways, I'd be happier giving it away. I'd be more comfortable with that. It doesn't pay very well. So when I would sort of like, okay, I'm going to channel Kate and say this, and then it would work. But I really had to sort of memorize the line and say it, because it didn't come naturally to me at all. For me, it was speaking a foreign language, and still is like learning another language. And then at some point, just trusting she must know something. Look, you're all sitting here. So, and trying it out, and then it works.
Thank you so much for